Alright, so I made this video for myself and to anybody who might be also going through the same thing as me. Might need this advice as well, but I'm sure everyone has gone through this. But it only takes 6 months. Honestly, it might even take 3 months. But right now, Q4 is about to come. It's still summer right now, but Q4 is coming, and this is the best time, the easiest time to make money. And not the easiest, but if you know what you know, if you already have experience, then it's pretty much double XP from here. If you guys play COD, but in order for you to get rich, in order for you to change your life in these 6 months during this Q4, you gotta cut off the women, bro. Cut the women off, man. You know, you gotta cut your friends off. You know, those ones who don't understand you, those ones who aren't as ambitious as you. Anyone who isn't in this, doesn't have the same vision as you, cut them off. And when you're in the brink of success, you know, the devil's gonna try and distract you, bring a woman to your life. And I'm not saying women are bad. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying lust. He puts lust into your head. He brings people with lust into your life, and then he will use those people to poison your mind. And honestly, I've experienced it firsthand. And honestly, like if I never fell into temptation, if I never fell into lust, I would be so fucking ahead right now, so ahead. But I guess I had to learn a lesson. I guess God was trying to teach me a lesson. Maybe He's just trying to postpone the success, so then when I do reach that success, I won't fall, and I'll be able to handle it. But I guess there's some bad habits in me that's deep inside me that I still had to remove. And now I understand what I have to remove, and I understand what I have to sacrifice. And it's already almost Q4, but it's not even Q4 yet. It's still summer, and I'm already cutting off the distractions. I'm cutting off the women, and like, man, there's nothing that a woman brings other than make you feel distracted, depressed, anxious, lonely, and just overthink, you know. And I swear, I'm not saying women are bad, but I'm just saying just that don't let a girl, especially at our young age, at my age, 20, if you're like 18 to 25, man, this is the time where you should be grinding. This is the time where you should be building yourself up. And you don't think that there's gonna be another guy she's chasing. You know, she has other friends. She has a lot of friends. You know, to distract her. There's a lot of guys there for her to choose. You know, and you don't want to be the one chasing. You want to be the one to be chased. And I made a mistake of chasing during my grind, during the best moment of my business, the best time when I was having the best momentum of my life in business and gym. I fell into lust, and I thought this girl was everything. I thought she was, you know, the dream girl, but it turns out it was just a mistake. It turns out it was just me falling into lust. And when I had to come back to it, when I had to come back to reality, it's like no one was there. I had to build myself up, and I'm still building myself up to this day. And even my friends were there. My friends were there, but they weren't really there. They were just there to party. They were just there to have fun. And honestly, I'm grateful for that. But when I'm in hindsight, that's not what I needed the most. I needed a friend who had the same vision as me. I needed a business friend, a like-minded person to bring me down back to reality and put me in check and tell me to lock the fuck in. And if I had that one real friend, he would tell me not to go for this person. He would know that I was just feeling alone. that's when you're in the building phases, when you're building a business. When you're up the top, it's gonna get lonely. And I wasn't used to that. I wasn't used to that shit. And to anyone who is going at the top feeling lonely, just fucking thug it out, man. Just thug it out. I also just finished a workout. So my voice is a little cracky. I'm not crying or anything. I'm just tired as fuck. But you can be the person, you can be the man that she's chasing in her DMs by being a high value person, by focusing on yourself, focusing on your goals, becoming the better version of yourself, going to the gym, building your own business. Because just be different, like give her no other options other than you. Like you can be the best version of yourself. But if she don't want you, she don't want you. But like, just don't lose yourself when you're going for a girl. But honestly, it's just better that you just focus on yourself, focus on the business, focus on your life. Because now I honestly feel much more happier, much more content, and my mind is just like much more focused. I know where I'm headed in life. And when I was feeling lonely, when I was going for that girl, the only thing that I had my mind on and my vision set on was that girl. And I completely forgot. I lost the plot. I lost the plot. I don't know where I was heading in life after that. I lost my purpose. Your purpose ain't a girl. Your purpose is building your life, a legacy, a life for your future family, for your kids. And I'm not thinking about my kids right now, but I'm thinking about my family before me, my family after me, and I'm taking care of my family right now, and I'm not letting anybody take that away from me. I'm not letting no girl take that away from me. And now I'm still building myself up. I lost a little bit of my physique. I lost a little bit of my drive in Muay Thai. I do Muay Thai, and I do business. I have my own business. I built this shit up all by myself, and I don't care who is with me anymore. I built this shit up myself. I can bring myself up by myself again, and I'm gonna stay up there by myself if I have to. So being lonely at the top is normal. Just remember that. Don't let a girl distract you. Don't let her steer off your purpose. Be that high value man, and cut off the friends who don't understand you. Cut off the friends who don't put you in check and isn't in the same wavelength as you. Like if you be doing the work, don't let them make you feel FOMO. There's nothing to feel FOMO about. Like, I don't give a fuck. I've been clubbing for 2 weeks straight. 2-week bender. There is absolutely nothing that you're missing. I've been to a raves like fucking back to back. There is nothing that you're missing. All you're doing is chasing lust and chasing women that you will see for a couple of days, for a couple of weeks, and then boom, you're gone. It's gone, and now you're left with nothing, and you're left back with the friends who only talk about women, only talk about sex, only talk about just some degenerate shit. And yes, it's fine. Like I it's kind of funny and fun to talk about it here and there, but it comes to a point. We're in our 20s. You're in your 20s. You're turning 20 or 30. I don't know, but it's time to build your life. It's time to man up. It's time to be serious with your shit, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be you taking care of your family. It's gonna be you paying the bills. It's gonna be you and you and you. It's you versus you. So don't forget that. And I'm still building myself up. I'm learning my lesson now, and honestly, I'm gonna come back better than ever. It's just a minor setback and a major comeback. The bigger the fall, the bigger the comeback, whatever the fucking saying is called. I don't know, fuck. But in my mind, I'm gonna look back on this. I'm gonna be like, damn, I can't believe this was a problem for me. But I'm glad that it was a problem for me, because I'm able to like take it now. I'm able to grab that success and keep it with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my life now, and I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. People in my hometown can wash a shit and laugh at me and shit, but you ain't on my level. None of you are on my level. I don't care how narcissistic that sounds or fucking self-obsessed I sound. I am self-obsessed. I am obsessed with myself because I did this shit by myself, and none of you guys can take it away from me because I worked for this shit, and I don't give a fuck. So, to anyone who's watching this, you know, just keep grinding, cut out the friends, cut out the women, make sacrifices, work on your shit. It's Q4, almost Q4. I'm already treating it as Q4, but you know, just lock the fuck in and